World War II was a global conflict that was fought between 1939 and 1945. It involved many countries and lasted for 3 years. It was the largest and most widespread war in history, with more than 100 million military personnel participating in some form of conflict during its duration. The major participants were Nazi Germany, Allied powers, Great Britain, France, Soviet Union, and their allies, China. Adolf Hitler was born on 20th of April 1889 in Braunau am Inn, Austria. His father was a customs officer who had been wounded during the Franco-Prussian War and died when Hitler was 2 years old. He was raised by his mother until he was 10 years old, when she married an employee of the Austrian State Railway Company, Alois Schicklgruber, 1876 to 1942. Hitler was an artist. He went to Vienna to study art and became a student. In Vienna, he studied painting and architecture. In World War I, Hitler served as a dispatch runner on the Western Front. He wasn't a soldier, nor did he engage in any heroic acts during his time in that conflict. It was only after World War II began that Hitler began working towards his goal of conquering Europe and establishing an authoritarian regime based on racial purity. While recovering from a gas attack, Hitler heard that Germany had signed an armistice with the Allies. This was the beginning of World War II, and it would last 5 years. Hitler was a dispatch runner for the German army during World War I, and he was injured in a gas attack in 1918. When he recovered, he heard about this news. Germany had signed an armistice with Britain and France on 11th of November 1918. Hitler joined the army in 1916, serving as a dispatch runner with an infantry regiment called List Regiment. He was sent to Munich to help put down a communist revolution. In 1918, he was wounded by machine gun fire during fighting near Arras and received a decoration for bravery, but remained on duty until December 1918 when he returned home. On 3rd of October 1919, the Bavarian Soviet Republic was proclaimed by a group of left-wing revolutionaries led by Eugene Levine. The government took control over most of southern Germany and declared itself a socialist republic. It lasted until November 1920, when it was defeated by federal forces, which then established a new German state under General von Zeigt. The leadership of the GWP split into 2 factions. Hitler and his followers were expelled from the GWP, but they joined the German Workers' Party, DAP. Hitler renamed the DAP to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP. Hitler took control of this new party when he became chancellor in 1933. Hitler believed that the Jews and Marxists were working together to destroy Germany. He saw them as conducting a worldwide conspiracy for the overthrow of civilization. Hitler also believed that Jews had responsibility for Germany's problems in World War I, which he blamed on their alleged role in causing Germany's defeat by Britain and France. During this period, Hitler acquired his German citizenship and developed his political skills and ideas. He also formed a close relationship with Mussolini, who was then the dictator of Italy. Hitler had been interested in politics since he was young, but it wasn't until he saw how much power fascism gave him that he decided to become an active member of the Nazi Party. His newfound influence allowed him to work towards gaining control over Germany through propaganda campaigns, social reforms, and coups d'états, power seizures. World War II was a global conflict that lasted from 1939 to 1945. It involved more than 50 countries and over 100 million military and civilian deaths. The war began with the invasion of Poland by Germany, who then invaded France via Belgium and the Netherlands, before turning their attention toward Great Britain through Norway, Denmark and France itself during 1940-41, after being defeated in North Africa by Rommel's forces there during 1941-42, who remained out of control until 1943, when they were finally defeated at El Alamein after D-Day in 1944, when Allied troops landed on Normandy beachhead, France. World War II was a time of great conflict and hardship. It is necessary for us to remember all that happened, so we never make the same mistakes.